Hello guys. Ooh, didn't check the mic. Okay, we're good. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh my gosh. Okay, Louise. Okay. I didn't want to come at y'all all ashy. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, we are going to be doing a affirmation challenge. Okay, so I have been recently like just challenging myself. Before I get started with this video, hold up. Definitely subscribe if you have not already. And also give it a like if you like it. Or if you just like me, then you could just, like it before you even watch it. That would be great. Also, I offer personal coaching. All the details are down below. I also offer, breathe. I also offer a money manifestation workbook. So it's a workbook on how to manifest money. And that is exactly what I said twice in a row, back to back. I could have just, okay. I'm getting it together. By the end of this video, we'll probably have gotten it together, hopefully. It's a magical workbook on how to manifest money. That is what I usually say. I'm like, what do I usually say when I'm promoting my workbook? That's it. And yeah, that's about it. Subscribe if you like me, and let's get started. Okay, so recently I have been really like challenging myself to be disciplined. If you watch, not my last video, but the one before that, I talked about literally the basics on all you need to know in order to manifest. In that video, I mentioned that there's 2 steps to manifestation, and I'm not gonna talk about the first part, but the second part is where we're at here and how I came to the conclusion of making this video. So for the past like week, I have been affirming in a certain way, and I really prioritized being disciplined with it. So like consistently affirming the same exact affirmation over and over and over again. Now, if you've been watching me for a while, you know that I used to think that my mind just couldn't do that. I used to always be like, yeah, my mind likes to wander, so it's difficult for me to do things, blah, 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 blah. But I am so far past that. I realized that I was putting limitations on myself when I would say things like that. So I took this week and I was just like, you know what, Louise, just affirm hardcore 1 affirmation, see how you feel. I wasn't even trying to like manifest something on a time crunch. It was just that I just consistently affirmed 1 affirmation and everything changed. I can honestly say everything changed from 1 affirmation, just affirming 1 thing over and over and over again. And that is why I decided to make this video, because it's not only the fact that I did 1 affirmation, but I think my specific affirmation is what did it for me. And I'm hoping that whoever is watching this video, this was like that 1 thing that you needed in order to manifest what you want. Like, I hope this is your epiphany. Actually, no, I'm manifesting that this is your epiphany. And after you do this challenge, you are going to get all of your desires. I am intending it. Accept it. You don't have to comment that you accept it. Just accept it, energetically. But okay, let's get started with what I actually have been affirming. I think in a previous video, I actually mentioned this technique, but I wasn't disciplined as I am now then. It was kind of like I knew that the way that I was affirming was kind of, I'm just adding so much suspense, not giving you guys the affirmation, but y'all gonna have to listen, okay? So I definitely mentioned this technique a while ago, but I wasn't as disciplined. And I think it's the discipline that really got it to where now I feel like with everything, I'm just like 1 affirmation, that's it. I'm just going to marathon it. For this challenge, we are going to do this for a solid week, just like how I did. The things that I was affirming for are things that I have the utmost resistance to. The utmost resistance to. These are like my things that I'm just like, I have been trying and can't succeed. But it worked. It worked, guys. And so we're going to affirm this for a week, but I wouldn't be surprised if you guys get your desires before the week is even through. So we're going to affirm just 1 affirmation for a solid week. And how I got into the routine of actually affirming 1 affirmation, I'm not telling you guys the affirmation yet because I want you to get all of this info, because it's not only the affirmation, it's all the things that I did with it. During my week, the first day, I decided to sit down and I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to affirm 1 affirmation, like I told you. And I sat down for, I want to say it was 30 minutes to an hour. So set aside that much time. Honestly, set aside between 10 minutes to an hour of just you sitting down and affirming this 1 affirmation for the first time. Like the first time you do it, just sit down and affirm for as long as possible. I want you to get up to an hour, but you don't have to, because some people, can't sit for that long. But if you can at least do 10 minutes, then that's a start. This is also what I did. Every hour, I took 10 minutes to affirm for the first day. Let's say I started at 12. From 12 to 12:10, I was affirming. And then from 12:10 until 1, I was doing whatever I wanted. From 1 until 1:10, I was affirming. And when I say affirming, I'm sitting down, turning all the noise off. I didn't have anything in my ears or nothing. I just had headphones on to block out the noise, but I didn't put any music, subliminals, nothing. I just affirmed. I was also doing a lot of deep breathing as I was affirming, so calming my nervous system. And then I was speaking very, very slowly to myself so that the affirmation can really like sink in. And I also, for the very first 10 minutes, most of my affirming out loud. Because again, I used to have that old belief that, oh yeah, my mind just can't focus, blah, 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 blah. And so I'm not giving myself any excuses. So I'm going to affirm this out loud. And me affirming it out loud actually made it so I stayed focused because I was saying it out loud. Like my mind didn't have time to wander. And I did that every hour. This is just the first day, by the way. I did that every hour until I want to say like 9 o'clock, so 9 p.m. Then I just started affirming regularly because the affirmation was kind of already stuck in my head. Even the times when I wasn't focused affirming, I was still affirming in my mind. I realized my affirmation took because, oh yeah, now it's playing in my mind on a loop without me thinking about it. This is now a natural thought of mine. And so I realized now I can stop doing the focused like every hour. I stopped doing it because I was like, okay, it's stuck. Let me just now robotic affirm. After your first day, before you go to bed, I want you to do one last focused affirming. So you're gonna sit down for, I want you to do 30 minutes. I know that some people can't, but that is just you creating that belief for yourself. Believe you can do it. I used to be one of you guys that thought that it wasn't possible for me to sit still for that long, but you could do it. You can do it, just believe it. And then continue affirming until you fall asleep. And then you wake up the next day. So day 2, I want you to just regularly robotic affirm. So what do I mean by that? Just anytime you're doing anything, just play the affirmation in the back of your mind. Just play it over on a loop, like it's a song. Like, you know how songs are usually playing in your head? Just like that. Just play the affirmation like a song, just over and over in your head. Honestly, by day 2, if you do day 1 correctly, by day 2, you probably won't even have to like force the affirmation because it's gonna be stuck in there so hard. From day 2 until day 7, I just want you to robotic affirm. Anytime you get the chance, just play that affirmation in your head. If you want to do focused affirming, definitely do that as well. Anytime that you feel like, oh yeah, I feel good, let me just affirm real quick, do it. Even if it's just for a minute, even if it's just like, 5 minutes, it doesn't matter. Sit down, affirm, anytime you feel good. Also, if you're doing the dishes, taking a shower, anything where your subconscious mind takes over, I want you to, again, focus on affirming during those times. You don't have to affirm out loud. You can if you want to. If you are someone who struggles with focusing, I would suggest affirming out loud. By the end of the 7 days, if you have not felt any different in your mind when it comes to your desire, do the week over. Do it again. Do it again and keep doing it until you succeed, because that is the part where I have failed with those desires that I'm like so desperate for. I definitely struggled with the discipline. I struggled with the committing to actually getting this desire. And that is what I realized. And that's why I just was like, you know what, let me just challenge myself to do this. And the challenge was successful. And that's why I wanted to share with you guys. So all that to say, the affirmation that you need to say is you're going to pick your desire, whatever your desire is, and you are just going to say, I manifested desire. So you manifested whatever desire you have. Let's say you're manifesting $10,000. Your affirmation is, I manifested $10,000. If you wanted to manifest a birthday trip, I manifested the most epic birthday trip. I mean, you don't have to put all the words in there. You literally just have to say, I manifested my birthday trip. That's your affirmation. The reason why this works so well is because in this community, we have all had our success stories, right? We've all had some type of thing that you successfully manifested consciously. Because of that, you have said the phrase, I manifested blank before, right? And you know the feeling of having something manifested because you've experienced it already. And even if you haven't experienced manifesting before, the point is that you're putting yourself in the state of having it already. It's already done. Like, this is already a success story for me. I realized that this affirmation works so well for me because every time I'm talking to someone and I'm explaining the law of assumption, I mention things that I manifested. Pretty much every time I mention at least one thing that I've manifested, just to show that, hey, I have success stories, you can have success stories too. By affirming, I manifested whatever it is. So I manifested $10,000. Like, having that be your affirmation is saying, okay, it's already done. It's already already been done. This has already been a success story. Now I'm on to bigger and better things. Because everything else that you have mentioned, that you have manifested, are you thinking about manifesting it again? I mean, you can. If you think about manifesting it again, you're like, oh yeah, this is gonna be easy because I already done it. It's already been done. I've talked about this comparison before, that manifestation is just like going through the drive-thru or ordering food. You order the food at the, little speaker, and when you get to the window, are you again going to order the food? Are you going to want to know how they're making your food? Are you going to ask them how long it's going to take before you get your food? No. You get to the window and you just sit and wait because you know it's done. You know that you don't have to say anything more in order to get exactly what you want. All you had to do was order it once. So by you affirming that I manifested this, you are now putting yourself in the state of already ordering the thing and not needing to order it again. I don't need to manifest something that I already manifested. So like if it's a person and you're saying that you manifested your SP, I manifested my SP. What more do you need from there? What more? Like, what other affirmation is there? I already manifested it. It's done. And this is why, by you focus affirming just that you manifested it, just adding it to your list of success stories, that's all you need. That's literally all you need. And guys, when I tell you the way that my visualizations, because I've mentioned this before that I'm not very good at like purposely visualizing things, but ever since I did this last week, the way that I can see all my desires so easily because I'm literally in the state of having it. And so my mind's like, oh yeah, we have it. I can see it. I can see it now. I can see it now that you're telling me that we have it. I can see it. I wanted to say so bad it's a game changer, but I told myself that I wasn't gonna say that in this video. And we have been, successful with that. And by the end of the week, I would love to hear how things manifested for you. But yeah, okay, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely subscribe, give it a like if you liked it, and check out all the links down below. I offer personal coaching and a magical workbook on how to manifest money. I don't know why it's been a while. It has been a while, so it makes sense. But yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in a later one. Bye.